Namaste. We are all describing on a regular basis what sadhana we do. And the assumption is that when we say what is the sadhana, it means what's my practice. So my practice is yoga, my practice is this kind of mantra, japa, whatever, these are my... So we call it practice. But I want to understand if that's the correct, if it's worth translating it into practice or whether preserving sadhana is something more specific. So tell us how you feel about the relationship between the two words, sadhana and practice.
Yeah, so the word sadhana comes from the Sanskrit root sadh. So sadh sansiddho. Sansiddhi means perfection. So sadhana is a process to attain perfection on your spiritual path. So that's how the word sadhana is used. Like on the path of bhakti, we have sadhana bhakti, and then we have sadhya bhakti. Sadhya is same as siddha. So it is the means or the process by which a sadhaka attains perfection. So practice can be practice of anything. You want to be a tennis star or you want to be a musician, then you are doing practice. So you can also say I am doing sadhana for that or I am doing practice for that. But actually sadhana is to attain supreme perfection on your process. If you are on the Gyan Marg, then you have your sadhana. If you are on the Karma Marg, if you are a Karma Yogi, then you have your sadhana. You have your Nitya Naimittik karmas, your duties. And if you are on the path of bhakti, then you have your bhakti sadhana. So that is what the sense of the word sadhana is. When we are dealing in spiritual circles, when we are dealing in the field of all this yoga. So then sadhana is a very important word, and practice can be practice of anything. People may be practicing how to smoke. Yeah.
So for sadhana, there is no such thing as sadhana of smoking.
No.
You could not say
we cannot
that
say
my sadhana is this.
So sadhana is for spiritual perfection.
So when they say Hindu dharma is a way of life, now way of life is one of those completely useless things because anything can be a way of life.
Right.
So more appropriate would be that it is a sadhana rather
It
than
is a sadhana, and if you have to say way of life, then you have to say it is a way of life to attain spiritual perfection.
Yeah, so it has to be defined what way of life.
Right. It cannot be just any way of life.
So we can say sadhana is a way of life in accordance with dharma to attain spiritual perfection.
Right.
In accordance to dharma.
Right.
So it is also not in accordance to some other religion.
No, it is according to the shastra.
Our shastra.
Yeah, shastra is the one which gives you the sadhana.
Right.
Shastra is the one which gives you the anushasan. That is one of the meaning. The word sasana, which means to rule over, and the shastra, they come from they have a relationship. The shastra means to instruct, to give knowledge, but it also means which controls, which rules over, which gives you the discipline. So sadhana is that which is given by the shastra. It is shastra because you cannot make up your own sadhana.
So that's an important point. So sadhana is there are prescribed, defined kind of principles that you have to follow in sadhana. It's not something you can improvise.
Yeah, because a sadhaka is trying to achieve something which is trans-empirical, which is beyond the purview of our senses. So if that is the case, how I am going to devise my own sadhana? So
Right.
it is only a person who understands this, who have realized, who have achieved it, and who has studied this path, understanding the shastra, then that person can guide in the sadhana.
So now there are some big popular gurus who are teaching sadhana without any reference to any shastra. In fact, who even openly say, I don't believe in any shastra, I'll teach you sadhana from my own experience. So they are claiming that they have it's sort of their own creation. So that
you are free to claim anything, but what is the test that what you are claiming is the right thing? Anybody can claim anything these days, this is democracy.
Right.
So people are free, you have freedom of speech, you have freedom of writing things. But what is the guideline, what is the test that what you are claiming or what you are saying or what you are prescribing is actually, it has some validity in it. and it is going to lead you to attain perfection. Okay, you may have some experience, which you can have even by, through the sports or something. You have some experience. That's why people go for these things. So you may have some experience, but are you going to become free from the bondage to material life? Are you going to become free from karma? Are you going to attain moksha? That is to be seen. So that you cannot concoct yourself. For that you have to follow Shastra. Therefore Krishna makes a very statement, a very important statement. He says, Ye Shastra vidhim utsrijya vartate kamakarata. Na sa siddhim avapnoti na sukham na paramgatim. He says, those who act by giving up the injunction of Shastra and make up their own process. Same word he is using. I mean, now people may be doing it, but he has already said it. So, kama karata, according to your own imagination. So he says, na sa siddhim avapnoti. They will not attain perfection, na sukham, they will not attain happiness. Forget about paramgatim, attaining the supreme destination. It will not happen. So
that's very powerful.
He's making a very bold statement.
Yeah, it's a very bold statement because we have mega gurus, international, some of these multinational gurus who are very open about saying, I'm teaching the sadhana based on my experience, got nothing to do with Shastra.
Yeah, they can say it, but I would like to ask them that are they more realized than Krishna?
Right.
Are they more authoritative than Krishna?
Right.
Krishna has been accepted by greatest of acharyas, Shankaracharya, Sri Ramanujacharya, Śrīmad-Bhāgavata.
Yeah,
everybody, everybody, even the great saints, even Sri Guru Nanak, they all accepted him.
Right.
So he is saying it.
Right.
And another statement he makes, he says, Tasmat Shastram Pramanam te karya vyavasthito gyatva Shastra vidhanoktam karya kartum yarasi. He says, therefore your source of knowledge is Shastra. For what? Karya, what should be done, what should not be done. Know this from Shastra. He's directly saying it. And he has no, it's not that he's saying it because this way he's going to sell his Bhagavad Gita and make some money.
Right.
Yeah, people can say, well, he just wants to sell the book.
Yeah.
He's the speaker of Gita, so he'll get some royalty from that. No, he is speaking out of compassion that if you are actually, tasmat is a causative, pronoun. That if you really want to attain success in your life spiritually, then I am telling this to you.
Bottom line, what it means is, sadhana has to be Shastra based.
Right.
People who are selling spiritual practices should not call it sadhana.
Yeah.
They should not call it Shastra.
No, that is not, according to Shastra, it is not sadhana. You can have a package program for that, You can charge money for that. You can do all these things. But sadhana is based on Shastra.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you.